Hey everyone, it's Tyler Stroke from Universal Rackets, and today in this video we are going to be talking about proper body position while you're at the kitchen. A lot of players, they think about paddle position, but they don't always think about their body. If you watch this video, then you're going to learn exactly where to position your body while you're at this kitchen line. Now, if you're at this kitchen line, congratulations, because you are in the best place to be while you're playing pickleball. Whoever can get up to the kitchen wins the most points. They have the best chance of winning the points. But too many players, they suffer from not being in the proper position when they're up there. And again, they end up losing the points. So first off, you want to be at this kitchen line. Now, you cannot be on the kitchen line, because if you're on the kitchen line, then you're in the kitchen, you automatically lose the point if you hit the ball in the air. But you want to be right behind the kitchen line. Too many players position their body a little bit too further back. A little bit of distance between themselves and the kitchen because they're afraid of falling into the kitchen. If you do this, this is a big no-no. Here's the reason why. If I'm back here, the ball that lands around here is coming around here. I'm going to be taking it at a much lower height than if I am up here. I'm going to be taking neutral balls as defensive balls. A ball that I would normally just volley off and hit right here, no questions, easy ball. Now, if I'm back here, I have to take it on a short hop, and it's going to be a much more difficult ball, and I'm going to have to hit up more on it. And what does that mean? When I hit up, my opponents can come down and smash the ball up at me. So do not give up so much distance. This is a huge no-no. You want to be up at the kitchen. Now, if you're a beginner player picking up pickleball, you want the weight in your heels. Now, I don't want to hear anything else. You want your weight at the heels. If you're just picking up pickleball, you want your weight at your heels. You want to feel grounded. You want your weight in your butt. Now, if you're more of an intermediate, advanced club level player, you play more than 2 times a week playing matches, what are you going to do? You're going to have your weight more on your toes. A lot of beginners, they start out with the weight on their toes and they end up falling in. So that is why I advise all beginners, all people picking up the game of pickleball, to get their weight in their heels. Now, I want to be facing the court for the most part. I want my body to be facing the court. A great analogy of where you want to position your body is pretend there are 2 walls near me. I want you to look at this. There's a wall right here and there's a wall right here, okay? There's a wall in front of me, there's a wall in back of me. So I can't go like this because there's 2 walls right up at my stomach and 1 wall at the bottom or back of my back, right? There's a wall here. I can't go like this. I can't turn. The reason why you want to be like this all times is because the moment you turn, when you turn your body, you take your paddle back. When you take your paddle back, you're going to be late. If you can keep your body facing forward, thinking that you have the 2 walls between you, now you're going to have to keep your paddle out in front. Well, Tyler, how do I get a ball if the ball's all the way over there? How do I get the ball if someone pulls me out wide? Well, it's very simple, and this is what separates a beginner to an intermediate player. Beginners, what are they going to do? They're going to go out here, they're going to turn their body, they're going to go to hit, and then, oh, I can't get to the next ball. My opponent's too good. I'm not fast enough. I should just quit pickleball. Well, don't quit pickleball. Do this. You're going to face this way. Instead of turning, you're going to, again, you have the 2 walls, you're going to go like this. It is very different. Instead of turning too much time, all you're going to do is visualize the 2 walls and be here. Now, when you're up at the kitchen line, you want to make sure that you're a foot lower than you typically are. Now, we're not always going to do this, but if you can think this, it's going to go a long way. If I'm 6 feet tall, I'm going to be 5 feet tall while I hit. I'm going to be a little bit shorter, a foot shorter than I normally am. The reason why is because if you can get a little bit lower, you're going to get into your legs, you're going to be able to get more power, more consistency, more control. A lot of players, where they go wrong on their dinks, on their volley, is that they're falling out of their shots. The more you move your body, the more things can go wrong. Instead of falling out of your shots, you're going to drop a foot, like I just said, and that's going to help you create a foundation. Think, if someone came up to move me and I was standing up straight and they pushed me, not super hard, but like this, I would fall right over. But now, if I drop a foot and I am in my legs, now if someone moves me or tries to push me like that, I'm not going anywhere because I have a good ready position. Also, if I can lower my body, that means I can take more balls that are low easier. A lot of players, they go wrong because they stand straight up, they have to bend down at their waist and hit up on the ball. Instead of bending down on my waist and hitting up on the ball, now I'm going to be able to get low under it and take it. Now I'm going to be able to drop my center of gravity and lower my point that I can hit offensive or neutral balls. Again, before, a ball here would be defensive because I'm swinging up, and now I drop down, I get a little bit lower, now I can hit neutral or offensive. Big difference here. If you ever see the pros play, a great thing that they do is you could see them get so low. How they get so low? So they can hit more neutral or offensive balls. So think that your hips are facing forward at all times while you're up at the kitchen and you're up at that kitchen line. Now, with your upper half, with your body position, you always want to make sure your hands are up and in front. The reason why is because a lot of players, they have their top half of their body like this or like this or like this. Well, if someone drills a ball at me, I can't get to it because think, a ball coming and my hands are down, for me to get to this ball, I have to get my paddle up and then hit. If my hands are already out, what can I do? Just go like this and instantly deflect the ball back. It takes so much longer to go from here to here rather than here. And when you're up at the kitchen line, you do not have time. Once again, when you're up at the kitchen line, you do not have time. And if you do not have time and you have your hands down, your opponent's going to smash the ball at you. So make sure your weight is on your toes if you're more intermediate advanced. If you're a beginner, weight's on your heels. You're dropping a foot down, you're at that kitchen line, and you are having your hands out in front so you can be ready for the next ball. If you can position your body properly, just like I mentioned in these videos, take 1 or 2 tips, you're going to be so much better off while you're playing pickleball. Now, if you guys have any questions, comments, or anything, let me know in the comments below. If you want pickleball in your community, I'll bring our Universal Rackets programs to wherever you are. Please fill out the form in the description. Make sure to join our meetup. We're having online free trainings. We're having online events. We're going to be doing so many different things on our meetup. Make sure to click that link. Have go and subscribe to me. Follow me on Instagram, Happy Hitting, and make sure, again, your body's in the proper position and win many more points.